Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to yet more OceanBlock with Janky Nick. How's it going, man?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. This island looks empty, man. It looks so bare.
Looks barren.
Yes, that's the word. It's deserted, Isaac. Yeah.
Doesn't barren also mean, like, you know, landowner in some way? Like, isn't there, do you reckon that term, like there were just a lot of like really dull landowners?
Yeah, they didn't do anything with all of their land.
Yeah. And so they got like their word was like appropriate to mean just like boring and dull and empty. You know? Maybe?
Exactly. And like maybe because barons have so much land, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe because of that, it was just all empty. They didn't know what to do with it because there was so much of it. Therefore, making the land barren.
Yeah, maybe.
I see.
Do you reckon Baron's also a name?
Yeah,
do you reckon there's like people named Baron?
Oh, yeah, a bit like Darren, right?
Yeah, like Baron, Baron the Baron with his barren, you know, fields.
Barren land.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, Baron the Baron with his Baron, right? Maybe he's married to a Baron, let's say, who's also Baron. There you go.
Well, that's the thing, you know, because if someone points at a big old area of land, and they're like, what's that? And then somebody else to them, and they're like, oh, it's Baron's. You know, it's in belonging to Baron. And then later on, someone's like, oh, that's pretty empty. And then someone else goes, oh, yeah, it's Baron. And it's just like, you know, then it just associates. And I mean, we've completed it, Nick. We've associated the word.
There we go. We've solved it.
Someone get that written down on the website that tells you the origin of words. We've cracked it.
Yeah. Someone put that on Wikipedia or something. Maybe.
Just one of those giant citation needed like things at the top of the text.
Oh man, I mean, knowing Wikipedia, man, I mean, we could go and edit that right now if we wanted and just change it. I'm sure the word Baron isn't being that closely watched, right?
Yeah, monitored, right?
By all the barons.
So, yes, Nick, it is quite barren up here on the surface. And the reason for that is, of course, between streams, I've continued the process of trying to move everything down to, well, not everything, but like moving things that seemed appropriate to move down to the lower levels of the base.
Yes.
And I think, Nick, what we should really start working on now, we need more power, right? Because last time we got the new power pot that requires a staggering amount of power that we just don't have. And so I think we need to start working towards giga power, right? Like just insane power levels. But to get there, we also need like giga resources, right? And so I think what we need to work on today is just increasing resource generation. I think that we should replace all of our sluices with netherite swy. I think that we should utilize all of those generated resources and process them in newer, harder, stronger, faster machines, and then begin storing those in bigger, better, longer, stronger storage boxes.
And I know what you're going to say, Isaac. You're going to be like, we're going to employ a long-time friend, Mr. Ism. Mr. Mechan-ism.
Mechan-ism.
Yeah.
Dr. Ism, actually.
Dr. Ism. Yeah. It's like Scooby-Doo he's actually likes to be referred to as Dr. Do. Or Mr. Do. Yeah.
You ever think of getting a doctorate just to be able to be called doctor?
I do. I have considered it.
Yeah.
The problem is that I'm incompetent at anything that I could probably go, through that avenue to get.
Right. What's the easiest doctorate to get?
I don't know. Maybe memes?
Maybe.
Some unis offer courses in memes these days, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Are there any unis offering, courses in becoming YouTubers?
Oh,
do you think can we get a doctorate in that?
Maybe media studies, but just really specific media studies.
Very, very specific.
Extremely specific media studies.
Maybe, man.
It's like when someone asks you, "What's your job?" You're like, "Oh, I'm a media professional."
Is that what you say?
Right? Yeah, obviously. I'm like, yeah, I'm a media professional, obviously. And they're like, why are you stammering? And I'm like, oh, I've got a stammer. They're like, why are you sweating? And you're like, oh, I sweat a lot
I sweat as well. Oh,
yeah,
gosh. Gotta be careful,
exactly. And they're like, what's that chain on your neck? And why does it look like the play button on YouTube? And I'm like, oh, no, that's just it was given to me as a gift. That's what you say, right? When you don't want to claim ownership of something that you did buy, but you're a bit embarrassed about it. You say it was a gift.
You find yourself doing that a lot?
No, actually. But that's because I've not bought anything I'm embarrassed of, Isaac.
He says, no, shift the eyes.
Stammering.
I just have a lot of gifts,
exactly.
Isaac. What are you talking about?
Oh, man. Hey, look, we got 5.2k raw COD, which is quite similar to the number we ended off with, I think, actually.
I think so. I mean, the base is not chunk loaded, man, so we're not getting any major progress, I should say, between streams. Could you, Nick, for me, upgrade all of our remaining diamond sluices to netherite sluices, netherite permitting?
Yes, I can do that. I think we probably should have quite a bit of the old scrappy do, right? And we've got 173 pieces.
Nice. I think that's enough.
That will definitely be enough. I think you only need like 4 per sluice.
Maybe.
Let's find out. Sluice. Let's have a look what it's saying. All right. Let me save this to my favorites. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We need. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Let's just.
You got it, man. I believe. On a side note, though, like, is the whole like doctor thing, like, whenever you go to like a website or even like a government form, right? There's always a drop down box and it's like, prefix, and it's Mr., Mrs., Miss, Master, Doctor. There's all kinds of them, right? Are those legally binding? Do you have to put like? Can I put Doctor, or am I not allowed? Like, will there be ramifications if I put Doctor and I'm not a doctor?
I don't
If I'm consistent, like if all of my documentation matches, is that allowed?
Yeah.
Will I get anything other than stern looks from real doctors who worked hard for their status?
Because like no one's really verifying that.
That's what I'm saying. Who's vetting this, right?
No one. So I mean,
they must be though. Like that's the thing though. Do you have to submit documentation? Like, do you have to get your PhD out and mail it to whoever, like to the whatever the passport office? Like, what's the protocol there?
Surely it's going to be one of those things, right? Where it's not going to matter.
Until it does.
Yeah. Like let's say you've called yourself doctor on like your insurance papers, right? And then you need to claim, and then obviously you know what insurance companies are like. They're gonna find every like last little reason to find a way not to have to pay out.
Yes.
Right? And so they could probably use that as you said you're a doctor and you're not a doctor. And
but
actually, if you were a doctor, we would have changed your price.
Yeah, we would have given, like, what, made it higher? Like,
yeah, probably, yeah. So, yeah, like, I don't know. And then, yeah, like, maybe, if you, it's like a catch me if you can kind of scenario, right? You go around telling people you're a doctor, maybe up yourself on the, up your status on the social ladder.
Yeah.
Right? And then perhaps that, like, if people realize you're not actually a doctor, they'll think you're like a scam artist or something, man.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely like I could definitely see the personal problems with it, right? Like if you're lying to friends and family, being like, "Yeah, I'm a doctor," or to like strangers that you want to become friends or family, and be like, "Hey, I'm actually a doctor," and you're not, right? Like obviously that's problematic, but like in terms of just filling out forms.
No one cares, man. I'm
like,
pretty sure no one cares.
Yeah, like is that allowed?
Like surely, right?
Yeah,
because I think some people who do it, well, maybe actually not with like airplane tickets, because you do have to show your passport. But some people,
but my question, like, what about with your passport? Like, obviously it's a legal document, but like, what if you just put Dr. Isaac on the passport?
Yeah.
If I submit that to the passport office, does the passport office require documentation?
Probably
like official. Like, are they going to message me back and be like, "No, we need to, like, you need to send us your doctorate before we'll print this passport that says Dr. Isaac on it." Like,
you need to send us your PhD certificate or something like that. They're not going to do that, are they?
I don't think so, man.
No.
I can't imagine they do. If so, that's just like if they do, that's like just a debuff to doctors, right? They've gone through all this hard work to get their doctorate, and now they've got to jump through more hoops to prove it to the government.
Right.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we found a social loophole here, man. Like when I get my Sainsbury's delivered, I'm going to change my prefix to, I don't know, maybe like general, something like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Though. You could,
Master?
for stuff like that, where I assume it matters like 0%. Like, surely you could,
Yeah, apart from just the power move, right?
That's what I'm saying. You get the social credit for being a doctor of some description.
Yeah, exactly. No, I see. I'm going ahead of like Doctor here, man. I'm thinking like,
I mean,
they do list some mad ones, don't they? They do list some unreal ones, like like what's some of them? There's Lord. That's one.
Lord.
Yeah. So when I get my, when my Amazon package arrives, I can be like, oh, hello, mate. And then I'll be like, mate. I'll have you read the name on that package again, please. And I'm like, what was that, mate? It doesn't say mate, Nick, on it, does it?
I'm not gonna lie, Nick. I hate that kind of thing. There are people out there who who wield their status.
Yeah, the "do you know who I am" kind of people.
What I mean? I like to imagine that most people who have a doctorate, if you call them sir or whatever, would just be like, yeah, fine, thank you.
Yeah.
But there's a certain subset of people who are like, you'll say, Mr. Gregory or Gregoryson. And they'll be like, actually, it's Dr. Gregoryson. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, sorry, doctor. You know what I mean? They'll correct you on it, and it's like,
yeah. They're just, it's just insufferable.
Yeah,
right?
I'd be tempted to just continue to refer to them as Mister. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It would make you more inclined to do that.
It would be. Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
Like, what are you
that's a good point, man. That is a good point.
But I want the power because I want to be insufferable to other people.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting. Yeah, you'd hope, right? You'd have some faith in humanity, and you would hope that the people who are clever and smart enough and have this kind of the soft skills. We talked about soft skills, haven't we, Isaac?
Yeah,
the soft skills enough.
Like Philadelphia cheese, right?
Exactly. To get a doctorate would also be the kind of people that were humble enough to not care.
Yes,
exactly. So yeah, I feel like that's it. As a result of that assumption, it's quite unlikely.
Yeah, does happen though.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know though. Again, it's the flip side. Some people they've worked. To be fair, they put a lot of work into it. It takes a while. I grant them that. But like they feel like that length of time and that amount of work entitles them to force the doctor prefix onto other people, like to force other people to say it.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to do a bit of market research, Isaac.
Oh yeah.
Chat. You got any doctors in the chat?
How many doctors are watching?
We got any doctors in the chat? Anybody? Hello. Watch all of them. Like sudden flood of quote unquote doctors appear in the chat now.
But yeah, I don't know, man. So no doctor plans on the horizon for Nick?
No. If you could be a doctor in something, man, what would you be a doctor in? Like, what would you want to be a doctor in?
Love, Nick.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say. I bet that's what you say anyway, don't you, Isaac?
That's what it says in my Tinder bio, yeah.
I know
Isaac,
your game.
Love doctor.
Yeah,
PhD,
exactly.
MD.
This guy. Yeah, PhD, MD, Pons. Oh, yeah. I've seen it all before, Isaac. I've seen it all before. Oh, man.
What about you, man? You got a preferred doctorate?
Ooh, I want it to be something really obscure, but like cool. Specifically, only to be like a conversation starter at a party, right? But then I wouldn't want to announce myself as being a doctor of that thing.
Well, you don't have to,
like
that's
spin the conversation in such a way.
As soon as you start lying and putting doctor on all of your like documentation and stuff, people are just gonna naturally ask, right? So you're like, oh, You're a doctor? Well, at first they're going to assume you're a medical doctor, and then you can be like, oh, haha, no, I'm actually a doctor of,
of love.
Of
You'd be
love.
like, oh, funnily enough, it's funny you should say that.
Funny you should say that, attractive waiter. Wink.
It's like you're at a party and you accidentally drop your passport onto the floor. It flies open. And you're like, oh no, I've dropped my passport. What a shame. Let me pick that up. Oh, look what it says.
It says doctor.
Dr. Nick. And then that's how you do it, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. See, we're on the case. You get all the life advice here, people.
I have a feeling, a sinking feeling though, that it might be illegal to pretend to be a medical doctor.
Yes, almost certainly. Right? I could almost guarantee that.
Yeah,
that would
freaking bureaucracy, man.
I know, right? Bloody hell.
What happened to freedom?
I know. What happened to the freedom to lie? Who I want to be. Oh, exactly. I just want to be who I want to be, and that would be that.
I just want to lie, deceive, and defraud people. What's wrong with that?
Exactly. Why is it so difficult? Oh, man. God. Oh, I love it.
How are those sluices going, man?
So I've just completed the upgrade, Isaac. We are fully netherite sluiced up over here.
Nice.
Some of these flux points don't seem to be receiving power.
Have you set them up correctly?
Yeah, so I used pre-existing flux points that are already connected to our network. Is it just a power problem? Like, do we not have the supply?
Or you think it's a PP?
I think it might be a PP, Isaac. I think it might be my PP.
Right.
Causing these issues.
So I did move the agitating blaze rod system. It's temporarily on the lowest level of the base. And I think it's chugging along. So but it does look like power is a problem. You don't have anything big in your inventory, right? That's taking up like a giga amount of power.
Let's have a look. My netherite jetpack is fully charged, and that's I don't think so. I think everything I've got on my person is fully charged at the moment.
Because these are producing... Each one of these is producing like 600 RF per tick, so we're making 1,200 RF per tick down here. But it is also out, like they are both like being drained, like they're being sucked dry. That 1,200 is going elsewhere.
Is it these other netherite sluices that are taking up all the power? Oh yeah.
No, yeah. So you gotta limit those. Like,
oh, I see.
This first one you've put down. The first one is limited. I did that, but then this one you've just put down here, inside of the flux point. You'll see its output in there is 1,300 FE.
I did see that. Yeah.
Okay. So if you just inside there, if you change the limit from like 800,000 or whatever it is to like 90 or whatever the current cost is for this sluice, which is 90.
Yeah, it is 90. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Let's change that.
I'll keep that going.
Transfer limit 90. There we go. There we go. And I'm doing to the next one. Yeah, now the next one's working. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Beautiful. I see. There it is. Okay, here we go. Chugging along. And they are noticeably quicker as well.
Yeah.
This is good.
And they're going to get even faster, man. Right?
Yes, as we upgrade them, right?
Bingo.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Here we go.
Last one. I'm currently automating the mechanism of it all.
Aha. I see.
And then, because I think we're probably going to want to replace the crushing system, or like the hammering system we have here. I don't think this hammer is fast enough. I think if we replace that with a crushing, either a crusher or a crushing factory for mechanism, we can begin, rapidly, processing a lot of this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
pushing the game of life.
Exactly.
Have you
on that grind set, Isaac?
Have you played the game of life, like the actual board game?
I've not actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a blast. Fun for all ages, man.
Oh well, I'm.
No, it's mediocre to be the best.
Oh, okay. I was ready to give them my money, Isaac.
Sorry to any Game of Life CEOs watching.
That's the Game of Life sponsorship done now. Oh, they were ready to give us $1 million.
Game of Life share price tanks live.
It's like big red candle to the floor. Oh dear. Yeah, that's oh well. Okay, I won't buy it then. Yeah, I'm having a boozy board games night next weekend, Isaac. So I was and I'm contributing. Which games am I contributing? What's
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, board spelled B-O-R-E-D. What's it bloody called? Oh, it's the game where you've got to describe a word to your team without saying the word or doing any physical actions. Oh,
I think there were a lot of variations on this game.
Yeah, it's a red box.
Red box.
Someone help me out in the chat here. I can't believe I've lost the name in my head. Oh,
You got it, man, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, someone said Taboo is one version, but
It's
like
not
I think it's
Taboo.
got there's a lot of different variations of the same kind of game.
Articulate. Thank you, Toffee. It's
Oh,
Articulate.
there you go.
Yeah. I'm contributing that.
Nice.
Articulate's a good game. Good fun. You ever played it?
Because you
man?
have to be. I have played games in a similar vein. I have not played the specific.
The actual.
Yeah, I've played the generic version. You know, like the Morrison Zone. I've not played.
Yeah. You're better off worth it, man.
I've not played
like 20 quid for that thing.
Oh wow, I've not played the Waitrose version, Nick. That you're playing.
Yeah. It's the M&S, the Harrods version, Selfridges version.
I was in an M&S the other day, man.
Oh yeah,
an M&S
buying
food,
hummus.
I was in an M&S food hall, you know, because it's like a food only store.
Yeah.
I was buying hummus, Nick. Thank you for outing me to the internet. However,
that's the only thing he bought.
That's not the point of the story. The point of the story,
he's
Nick.
flapping. He's sweating.
Behind me, there's just like 50 packets of hummus. That's all there is. It's all
like
M&S hummus.
Transparent glass fridges just full of hummus. That game sound isn't this metallurgic infusers, Isaac. It's your bloody fridge collection.
If you E and then muffler, you can turn down individual sounds as well. You don't have to use the muffler to mute sounds.
Yeah, let me do that.
So like if you type in enrich, I've just got mine down at 20.
Oh, I see. Here we go.
Like click the mute button and then it'll just drag it up from the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. You can like customize the sound percentage of individual sounds. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. But do continue. Sorry, you're in M&S food hall.
I was in M&S food hall, yeah. Because just going to buy hummus.
Yeah, obviously.
And me and the person I was with, we were just wandering around, looking, just perusing.
Yeah, of course, as you do.
Stuff they have. Yeah. And the lights go out.
Oh.
And it turns out they're closed.
Oh, what? What? Just without any warning?
There was no warning. There was no like intercom PA. There was no announcement. Like we walked in, maybe like to my knowledge now, I didn't know what time they closed, but they closed at 8 p.m.
Right.
Which I thought was a bit early. But anyway, this was like a Friday night. We walked.
Yeah.
We got in at like 20 to 8 maybe. We've been wandering around for a while. They got a lot of hummus there to look at.
Obviously, yeah. You need to pick the right one, man. Obviously.
Yeah. Do I want the red pepper hummus? Do I want the extra virgin olive oil in that hummus? What kind of hummus? There's too many options, man.
This basket, he's leaving the basket. It's got all of them.
But like, so we're walking around, and then just like, click, all the lights go out, and I'm just like, it's not like the middle of winter or anything. It's not like it's blank, but like, I'm like, oh. And so we kind of just like, make our way to the checkout. And there's a woman sat there. And I'm like, I looked at my watch and it was like 8:02. And we got to the checkout and I'm like, hi, do you close at 8? And she looked up at me and she was like, yeah, we do.
What the hell?
And I was like, oh, sorry. And I just put my stuff on the conveyor and paid and left.
Oh, right. Well, nice. At least they didn't. Yeah. Interesting. I'm surprised there wasn't anyone like monitoring.
There were staff all over the place. So like there were a lot of people around, which is why we didn't like initially clock that we were the only ones left, right?
I see.
But like, yeah, no, they were just closed.
There you go. Well, there you go. M&S 8 p.m. people.
8 p.m.
Get out of there. What I was expecting you to say, Isaac, is like, oh, we were there all night. The staff came in the next morning. Everything was the same, but you were asleep on the floor and all of their hummus seemed to have disappeared.
just packets of hummus strewn across the floor.
Empty.
I've got it like all around my face. Like, it's just like, oh, it's taking less than 20
out.
Less than 24 hours for me to go just savage.
Yeah, like, achieve your dreams.
I'm like Winnie the Pooh with a jar of honey. Yeah, like, I can't resist.
Exactly.
Just gobbling all of it.
Is. Oh man, that's the perfect analogy. Actually, God, Winnie the Pooh, man. What a TV.
What a guy.
What a guy, right? What a bloody guy.
He's
interesting.
a good boy.
I saw a Snapchat story a few months ago of these girls. Well, it wasn't a Snapchat story. It was a video that originally was some girl's Snapchat story. And they went to a bank, right?
Yeah.
And the similar situation, the bank just straight up closed while they were there.
Nice.
But then I think they were told to wait somewhere, right? Like upstairs.
Yes.
And then they just got forgotten.
Unlike M&S, banks are pretty high security.
Yes, they are.
When they close. Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up, the bank just closed.
Right.
And then the bank people locked up shop. And then these girls were just locked inside the bank.
Nice.
Yeah. And so it was this long story of like how they were there for hours, like actually like until some mad time in the night. And they were like calling up like the bank's central like customer helpline. And they were like, we don't really know what to do. And they like called the police. And then the police were like, we don't really know what to do either. And it was just like an absolute calamity. But like, imagine you got locked in a bank. It's like the complete opposite problem that the banks want.
Yeah.
Like, you're just there, you're just with all the next to all the cash registers and the vaults and stuff. You obviously probably can't get into them, but you know.
Probably
had to have a strongly worded meeting about that one, man.
Yeah. Gotta check the nooks and crannies. Yeah,
check every nook and cranny in your bank.
Yeah, it's good advice for homes as well. Just check every nook and cranny, man.
You know that's true, man. You might find like 60 grand down the back of the sofa or something.
Actually, man. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I do leave my money down the back of the sofa.
Yeah,
physical cash that I carry large amounts of.
£50 notes, right?
Oh, I've got £100 notes, Nick.
Oh, do you? You got the new ones. Oh, some guy approached me in the street actually, talking about those, and he said if I give him 5 £20 notes, he'll give me one £100 note. And I was like, oh, okay. So I gave him...
they're so new that they've got Charles's face on, not Lizzie's.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's like they've predicted, deep into the future.
I've got early access. They're coming a few years from now.
They're dropping in 2033. Damn. It's weird because everywhere I've gone, they said they don't accept them yet, Isaac. And they also kicked me out afterwards. So I'm just going to have to wait then until they become legal tender, right? Until I can use them.
Yeah.
They're also a little bit more papery feeling than the usual ones. Yeah. It's a few kind of spray lines on them as well.
Yeah.
Kind of that I saw on the inkjet printer when I was younger and I used to print out my homework in full color. But I'm sure it's nothing sinister, Isaac. Sure it's nothing sinister.
I got a friend who works in a bank. And apparently like with the new notes, so with the old notes, I don't know if you've ever paid money into a bank, like at a machine, like in a modern bank. If you go into the bank, no longer do you have like a very friendly teller that you can talk to. It's all machines, right? They've just got walls of machines. You can walk up to the robots and be like, hello, I would like to put my money into my own bank account, please. And they're like, yes, fine. And their mouth opens and you feed it and you go, gobble it up.
Airplane. Say hi, and then the little like note thing opens up.
So the note thing though, I don't know if you ever tried to put money in those note things, is like prone to not accepting your notes, right?
Right. I have never attempted this. So
right.
No, right.
I understand. Okay. So yeah, it kind of sometimes it's a bit finicky about it. And The reason with the old notes is that like you try and get them as like, or like the practice is to try and get them as straight as possible, right? You try and get them like nice and crisp and flat, and then feed it in so that it can, you know, register it properly. But with the new notes, they like my friend who works in the bank, they have to do the opposite. Like if her notes are going in, they have to like manually crumple it so the machine can actually grab it. Like the machine can't grab the new ones if they're too slick and new.
Oh, they're too smooth.
Like they're too good.
Oh wow!
They've got to grab
for
it.
their
like,
own good. They're OP.
Yeah.
Isaac.
This friend of mine, they walk up to the teller, they got to crumple the notes and then like unfold them a bit and put them back in.
What the hell?
I know.
That's wild.
Crazy, man.
Oh my goodness me. So the things you have to go through when you use old machinery, man, for new assets.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's the thing. Apparently, you know, people don't understand this. Like customers will walk in and try and put new notes in, and then they'll try and put like 50 of them in at once, you know, 50, 20-pound notes, and they won't work, and so they'll all just
they're probably
spat back
sliding
out
against each other, and it's like, it's causing a bit of mayhem.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, soon, Isaac, we're not going to even have the notes, right? The way we're talking about notes now is like probably how we talked about coins 20 years ago.
I mean, coins still exist, right?
Soon, yeah, but like, coins are just for shopping trolleys, Isaac.
I don't know if that's true, man.
And parking as well.
I see people paying for the bus with trolleys.
Oh, and buses, actually, yeah. The bus is quite a good one. Although buses take card now, which is great.
That's true.
Like, I love that.
Like,
it's well good.
Do you think in our lifetime we're going to, like, get rid of cash? Like, we've already got rid of cash. I mean, I don't carry cash with me, right? Like, cash are gone. But do you reckon there's going to be a large-scale, like, abandoning of cash?
Yes.
Like the government's going to give up on printing more cash?
I think so.
Of any physical form?
Yeah. And they're going to spin it as like, it's for like laundering prevention, fraud prevention. They're going to want to, they're going to keep log of everything, right? Or have a log. But
that's the thing. I don't think
somewhere.
I don't think you can do that. Like, obviously they can, but like, I don't think they can use that line of reasoning, right? Like, obviously they don't want money laundering, but like, if their reasoning is we want to track everything you do everywhere, I don't think that's going to go down.
Oh, yeah. People. They're not going to say that. They aren't going to say that. Right. What they're going to say is, oh, we're making it easier for everyone. We're using less forms of money.
Nick, you got to, you know, word it how the government would. It'd be like, you know, in these modern times.
Yeah, that's it.
In these modern times, you know, we've all moved on from using physical cash is a relic of the is an antiquated relic of days gone, you know.
Exactly.
The government, being forward thinking that it is committed to reducing wasteful government spending, and as a result will be terminating our use of physical currency in the 2034 term, you know, whatever it is.
Exactly. They're going to be like, we're going to lower your taxes, boys. Cheaper taxes, boys.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I can't imagine that'll be what they do.
They'd be like, well, we're going to save taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Make more efficient use of taxpayer money.
Yeah, we're going to save taxpayer money. We're not going to give it back to you.
No, but we are going to save it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're going to spend it elsewhere, if that's all right with you guys.
I hope that's all right with you, mate. That's what they're going to say.
And that's when Nick pipes up, it's Doctor, actually?
Yeah, it's actually Lord. It's Lord. Oh, man, yeah. That's but I think they are going to get rid of it. I think it's going.
I would be surprised.
We'll see.
I'd be surprised if it disappears in our lifetime.
I think it's going to go the way of like the check, right? Checks are almost as good as gone these days. Like they still exist.
Yeah.
But they are like almost as good as gone.
You basically can't use them anywhere, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And literally the only times these days where checks are used is to deliberately annoy people and like slow them down. Like when your utility company reimburses you for utilities you haven't used, such as internet, by giving you a check instead of paying it into your bank account, details of which they do have.
They have already got,
Not that any internet company I've ever dealt with would ever do that. And not addressed to me either. just to my friend, who I then had to give the check, who then had to pay it into my bank account after the fact.
doesn't sound like a story that hits close to home at all.
No. You could tell from the tone that never happened to me, Isaac.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. Oh, by the way, I made a few more crushing factories, actually. They're in the... for the old other sides over here for all these pulverizers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You can upgrade those. You can upgrade those, man. We should have this one. Yeah, this one's advanced.
Okay, let me make them advanced.
I think we have the tech.
I think we do too.
We might be able to go further because I have taught the system how to make the next tier of alloy, the reinforced alloy.
Ooh.
I don't know if I taught it how to make the elite control circuits. I didn't, but like that's a very easy. I can go teach it that very quickly.
Yeah. Just go give it a stern lesson, Isaac.
Yeah. You think you'd be a good teacher, man?
I think I'd be a good teacher. It has been explained. Well, it's not explained to me. I've received feedback a lot of times in the past that I'm like quite good at explaining concepts and like teaching people things. Because there's that kind of classic teacher's problem, right? Where like a teacher becomes so good at their subject that they lose touch with how it feels to not know anything about the subject.
Sure.
So this is basically all of university. So the lecturers would start talking to you as if you did have like a very, very solid foundation and understanding of what they were on about. But actually, we were just all idiots who were hungover, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So I think that experience as well has kind of influenced my like awareness of that issue as well, and has contributed to me being able to explain things from the ground up as well. But yeah, no, I think I'd be a good teacher, man. And I've also got quite a lot of patience as well, which I guess
you do. That's true. You got more patience than I do.
Yeah.
Which is,
yeah.
I think is good.
At least one of us has patience.
We need it, man. If we both had my level of patience, we would not be here.
No,
we wouldn't have made it. 10 years into making this content.
Yeah. I think I do have quite a bit of patience, which is also useful in like not being like a secondary school teacher, right? Or a primary school teacher where too much patience equals you are definitely getting taken advantage of.
Right.
But like for like an educator, I guess, like a lecturer or like a teaching stuff online and like it's kind of like that kind of line of teaching. I think I'd be pretty good at that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You ever contemplated going into teaching?
Not into teaching directly, but like educational, like kind of like enterprise educational areas, kind of like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like teaching concepts to people, like consultancy, basically, like that kind of thing. Yeah, definitely, man. So, yeah.
If you're in the market, hit Nick up. If you got something you want to learn, just message Nick.
Yeah.
If you pay him $999.99, he'll teach you anything.
Yeah. Pounds per hour.
Pounds. I was gonna say one time fee.
I mean, for
£999,999.
I will settle. I will downgrade to a one-time fee.
Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome, man. Anytime.
How are those upgraded crushers going, by the by?
Here we go. I'm just requesting these reinforced alloys.
Oh,
Isaac.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
they're
You want to go? Okay, right.
I want to go elite, man.
Okay, he wants to go elite.
I don't want any of this.
Right.
I want elite.
Okay, the elites might be getting a bit clogged. Oh no, they're going okay actually.
We good? Okay, cool.
It's work in progress.
All right, good stuff.
So I've put down one factory already over by the dock, and with a full set of speed and energy upgrades, it uses 1,000 redstone flux per tick.
Ah. Right. It's quite a lot, that is.
It's a little bit, you know. It's not a
tad.
It's not nothing, right?
No, that's definitely not nothing. I mean, how fast is this thing? This is bloody fast.
It is fast. Yeah.
Do we?
So it will clog up. Is the thing. It won't be using 1,000 hour for tick forever. Right?
Okay. I see.
We do also have the ability to make more blazing generators like very easily.
We do actually.
In fact, I've made 2 more, man. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
That's going to take us up from 1,200 to 2,500.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fee.
I do love that. That is a lot of fee, and I am very happy about that. So, next question, I guess,
Yes.
since we're in this like this mechanism zone, Isaac, at the moment. How close are we to those mechanism reactors? This like promised heaven of power that mechanism could provide.
Right. So I'm thinking of making, at least initially, of making a fission reactor. Now, the fission reactor doesn't actually produce power on its own. The fission reactor is just capable of getting very hot, basically, and making steam, which we can then pump into a mechanism turbine, right? A big old giant multi-block turbine, right?
Okay.
Now, the trouble, the actual like reactor itself, not all tricky, right? We can probably make it today.
Okay,
the
sweet.
difficult part is that in order for it to run, it needs a consistent supply of fissile fuel. And if you type in fissile fuel, Fissile, into JEI, it's made in an isotopic centrifuge by centrifuging uranium hexafluoride. And I bet you see where this is going already.
Oh, no, I know where this is going.
Uranium hexafluoride is made in a chemical infuser with hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide. Uranium oxide is made in a chemical oxidizer from yellow cake uranium, which is made in an enrichment chamber from uranium ingots, which we have, I think.
Okay.
Then back to the hydrofluoric acid. That's made in a chemical dissolution chamber with sulfuric acid and fluorite. The sulfuric acid is made in a chemical infuser with sulfur trioxide and water vapor. Water vapor is made in a rotary decondensator with water, which is easy enough. That's correct. Sulfur trioxide is made in another chemical infuser with oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Oxygen we can, of course, get by putting water into an electrolytic separator to get oxygen and hydrogen. The sulfur dioxide is made in the chemical oxidizer with sulfur dust. Sulfur dust we probably have a fair amount of. We got some sulfur crystals from sifting. I believe that we can grind those down or pulverize those into sulfur dust that we could then use. So that's the process. We would need to automate that and make sure we got enough of all of the individual like resources, sulfur, fluorite, and whatever the other one was, to make sure we have enough fissile fuel to keep things going.
I forgot that side of mechanism exists.
Yeah.
Like all of that absolute garbage, basically. And those are the machines that are all really slow, aren't they?
They can be a little slow.
They are like insufferably slow.
I think we need a lot of fissile fuel, though.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't need to be coming in at, like, we're not talking like buckets per second, right?
Yes, exactly.
We're just talking buckets.
Yes.
Per minute, maybe.
Per minute.
Hour.
Yeah. Okay, so that's, like, it could be... It's
feasible.
Be worse. It is feasible, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally, we need the fee as well.
Yes.
So
we do need the fee.
That is good. Okay, right. So that's like its own entire major operation, basically.
Yeah, but doable, I think.
Doable.
And probably what we're going to start working on maybe in the next episode, man. I think it's near and dear to our hearts.
That does sound good. Okay, so I've got one of the elite crushing factories. I'm literally just waiting on...
Yeah, so the problem here, Nick, if you come down to the basement, is that we've got 3 metallurgic infusers, right? The first one on the left is for redstone stuff, and you'll see it's full of enriched redstone.
Yeah.
The middle one is for coal stuff, and you'll see it's full of enriched coal.
Yeah.
The third one is for diamond stuff. You'll see it's not full of diamonds. That's because I've not set the diamonds to export, because we don't have that many diamonds. I don't want to waste all of our diamonds filling up the internal buffer of the infuser. So while the system thinks it can make this stuff, until you actually put diamonds in, it doesn't actually know how to make it. If that makes sense.
I understand. Okay, so that's why it wasn't going. Okay,
yeah. But real quick, man. Here you go. I can.
You gonna diamond me up?
I can diamond you up, man.
He's gonna diamond me up. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Oh, I need to just.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll come out the way.
Down there, so we can.
Yeah. How many?
First.
I don't think it's too many. How many? Oh yeah, all they're coming in thick and fast.
Well,
now.
I'm accelerating wanding.
Nice.
Yes. The thing is, you can basically acceleration wand So by the way, also, I did set up my macro between streams.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Yeah, like come and take a look over here, man.
Here we go.
Like,
let me just make the second one. All right, what's up? Hello. Hello.
Imperium furnace, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put sand in.
Yeah.
And then
It's
I'm gonna
pretty
go
fast, yeah.
take this and look at that.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, that's
It's pretty good, right?
it's not bad, is it? What a bloody catch that was.
Yeah.
That wand, man. Okay, so
It's good stuff.
so my theory of a potential like server side like speed throttle or like thingy bottleneck.
Throttlenecking.
Throttleneck. Yeah, of course throttleneck.
Yeah, you're worried about the system throttlenecking.
It was it's not. It's just necking.
It's fine. Yeah. It's doing all right, man.
Yeah, that is good. That is really good. Here we go. Let me turn this off.
Okay. Yeah, we need a lot of power, man.
Yeah, we do.
Right? Because obviously, the half of the idea of upgrading to all of these netherite sluices is that we can upgrade the netherite sluices, right? We can put in speed upgrades, luck upgrades, water upgrades to make these faster. But that also requires power.
So any kind of further speed upgrading of this whole shebang is just going to require more power. So we really need to work on power.
That's it. I like over here, I've put 6 speed upgrades into this netherite sluice, and it's up to 394 FE.
Right.
Combined with the 1000 FE, this guy uses, it's 1400. It's over half of our base's power production.
I see.
Just for these two, right? And we don't have the other crushers down yet.
Okay, right. Yeah. That's
Also, we should move this because you've got a better system now, right?
Yes. If you want to remove that.
Yes.
And I think I've got the capacity to even upgrade. So I've got 3 on me, right? So I can just put this one down here. There we go.
To be fair, like the rest of them don't need to be elite, right? Because you only need the first one. Like as we go down the line, we need less processing power.
Oh, that's true, actually.
It's only the cobble to gravel. The cobble to gravel needs to be fastest, and then and then gravel to sand or gravel to dirt needs to be fast as well. Or sand to dirt, wherever dirt falls in the line, that one needs to be fast. But the rest of them, not really.
Okay, that's fine. Is the gravel to dirt one, is that still
That's
hidden?
underwater, right?
Okay,
yeah,
right, yeah, that's fine. I've got my scuba gear on. That is let me go and find that. Here it is. Here it bloody is. Oh, it's so nice, this scuba gear. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's great, right?
There we go.
Yeah, so this now uses 1,400 FE per tick, this elite crushing factory.
Right, I see. That's, yeah, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me set this to energy. Let me set that to output. Auto eject needs to be on. Okay, so now this needs power. Is there power anywhere close? Nah, that's fine. I can just use a knobbly end. Got a knobbly end on me.
It's got a knobbly end, nice.
Got a knobbly end on me.
Again, you might have to, because like things are not set up in an ideal fashion here. Yeah, you can't do this. Like they can't auto pull and push.
Right. Oh, I see.
So you need to. So what I've been doing is I've been getting rid of the output destination and just putting the machine there. So like if you move, so put another crushing factory down next to this one.
Okay. Oops. Oh, it's hard to. Hold on a second.
There's a pipe above it. You can put it on that.
It's my jetpack that's causing me issues here. I can't like place something down. There we go, like that.
Yeah. So then we can get rid of this and just have a pipe here.
Oh, okay.
And there's already a pipe going up.
Yes.
Right,
and do you need to set this to output, this pipe here?
I need to set this to extract because this should be falling upon gravel. It is. Good. And then in here, we can set this to auto sort on. And then we can, it needs power as well, so you need a flux point.
Yep, let me put that down there. That should be connected. How much power does this use? Do we need to limit this, or are we okay?
This should be fine.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't have like, the problem with the sluices is not how much they use, it's just they have like a gigantic buffer.
Yeah.
They hold like a billion FE inside of them for some reason.
Yeah.
So I think it's just top that needs to be output here. We can turn auto eject on and get rid of this. Oh no, that's the one that you don't want to get rid of. Isaac can get rid of the rest of these. There we go. And then above here, all I need to do is grab my wrench, do one of those, and we should be good to go. So this is filling up with dirt, which is good. We are going to need, so I've taught the system how to make pipe upgrades because we're going to need quite a few of those to increase the, because we don't want the pipes to be the bottleneck of of movement.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you can go there. But then, yeah, the next stage is to just do the exact same thing again, but here. So we can get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy, and then if you put the machine there.
I think you picked the...
I did indeed, yes.
Yeah, sweet. So whack that down. There we go. And here we go as well. Let me stick a flux plug on the back.
Yes.
There you go. That
Beautiful.
should be connected. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you love to see it. Badonk, badonk, badonk.
Oh yeah, these things are badonking, aren't they?
They are badonking.
Gung ding, gung ding, gung ding.
And then we need to follow it over to this side.
Yes, and I guess we can just use the red one, the red stage one for
Yes,
that. Okay,
indeed.
cool.
Well, that should be fine.
Oh, nice.
The system does also know how to make speed and energy upgrades as well.
Oh, sweet.
But again, like...
Maybe we just want to focus on energy.
Well, so you can't... I'm pretty sure the energy upgrades don't do anything on their own.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
Like, they only mitigate the speed upgrades.
I see.
There we go. There we go. Okay. I think
Nice.
that is indeed working. So now we can get rid of this one, and we can complete the trifecta? Quadfecta?
Yeah, the quad vector. Oh, yeah. I like the quad vector.
The QF.
QF. There we go.
This one's full of cobblestone because it was used
Nice.
initially. It's cool they return to inventory, though. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the power buff, the amount of power as well. In
Yeah,
them,
yeah, they're energy buffing. Yeah,
yeah.
that's good.
Good stuff.
And also their like configuration inside, which is nice.
Thanks, mech. Thanks,
mech.
mechanism.
Thanks, meching. And there we go. So that is working.
Nice. Okay, so we've just like straight up just increased throughput here.
Yes.
This is very good.
We have.
Very good.
Speed upgrades on all these to make those faster. So now we should, in theory... Yeah, okay. So, like, again, here there's, like, we run into a situation now where we're just waiting for things to back up. Right?
Right. What's the biggest bottleneck here? Like, in terms of backing up? Is it the generation of materials at the beginning? Or is it...
No. So, like here, for example, right? There's a lot of a lot of sand being made, but almost all that sand's going over to here. And so whenever sand is needed for this, like inside here, 7 sand is being made at a time. But when 7 sand's made, 1 sand goes here, 6 goes over here. And then this has to wait until another 7 sand is made before it can go again.
Okay,
right?
I see. I was going to suggest you slap it with the acceleration wand to just to get everything going.
But then over here, the problem... So this one's doing fine, like because the dust has nowhere to go. So this one's always fed with dust. So it's backing up on dust. So basically, it's just a case of... I think eventually it will back up.
Yeah.
Like this will back up. I've just put a storage downgrade in here, so this won't hold more than 64 sand. At which point it will start to back up over in here. And then this will start to get, sand. And then the same is kind of true over here with this guy. But this guy is actually speed and upgrade maxed. So that's why this guy's not having that same problem, right?
I see. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. So it'll sort itself out, Isaac. It'll sort itself out.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that we need to sort out, Nick, is power. Right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
That's our current...
That's our MO.
Yeah. There's also these ones as well, actually. These, hammers that could do with patching.
Being swapped out for a factory.
Already here, the basalt is being made. Like we've got a backlog of crushed basalt. So the problem here is not one of production; it's one of processing.
I see. Okay.
So this is a system that could do with
the sluice being upgraded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Good stuff. Okay, cool. Which again leads to the power issue, right?
It does lead to the power issue. So I'm wondering though, like if we're trying to have our cake before we've you
We're
purchase
trying
any
to just
eggs.
eat the cake batter, right? Before
Yeah.
we've even made the cake. We're just trying to eat it.
We bought some eggs, cracked them into a bowl, and then just like we're trying to cook it, and like wondering why there's no cake.
Making an omelette instead of a cake.
You know. I think we might need like an intermediary power step between us.
As a stopgap, Isaac.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, down here, if you come down to the basement, I don't know if you've seen this system.
Yes.
Like this
Here we
is
go.
working, and if you look in the crate, we are still backing up on.
Oh yeah,
rods.
on rods.
Because
okay.
Obviously, because if you hover over these rods, they've all got like 10,000 tick times, right?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, look at that.
Which is
That's so good.
500 seconds. So they last like 10
yeah.
minutes each, right? And they don't take anywhere near that long to produce. So, like, we can, if we want, put down more blazing generators.
Yeah, just to keep us going. The thing is we definitely can do that, and we probably should as the stopgap. Obviously, the issue is that like 1,000 RF per tick is like a lot, right? But
Sure.
we are using that
Yes.
almost per machine now, so it's like it's problematic in that sense. But we probably do have to just tape the flood per se, tape the leak.
So you can infuse mechanism machines.
Oh,
Yeah, if you get a machine infuser, which I think we can make.
I see this. Is this the one from RF Tools Base?
Yes, it's based, Nick. Here we go.
It is based. Yeah, it is based. Nice.
Yeah, because this is from RF Tools Power, right? The blazing generator. So I believe we can use this to make our blazing generators based as well.
Ooh, okay.
So up here, I'm going to put this down somewhere. Let's put it down here for now. So I think if I were to steal one of these blazing generators, actually, no, I'm just going to make a new one real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Up here on the surface.
You come up
Not the surface, sorry. The
in the mid-level.
in the mid.
Hello.
The midriff.
Oh yeah, there it is. Machine infuser.
I believe we can infuse this.
Okay.
So I'm taking a new one. And then if I put this in here. Now, I think you can use many things to infuse. I think dimensional shards are the best, but we don't have that many. We've only got 74, and they're required to make more blazing generators. So open manual, let's have a look. The machine infuser uses dimensional shards to improve the efficiency of a lot of machines. For most things, infusing them will reduce their power requirements. Some devices have additional benefits. It does say, if you hover over the blazing generator there and press shift, infusing bonus, more power generation.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I see where this is going.
It says infusing the infuser will cause it to use less power. See overleaf for additional uses for the machine infuser, depending on what other mod you have installed. And then it lists... Oh, do we have the environment controller? I don't think we do, but that would be fantastic. Maybe we do. I thought you could infuse other things into here that were not just dimensional shards, but it looks like that's not the case. It looks like it does have to be dimensional shards.
Right.
So we don't have a ton of them, which is problematic. Can you make dimensional shard seeds? Can we grow dimensional shards? I don't think we can. Unfortunately.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Are we getting these, or have we made the 74?
I mined most of these out of the end.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I forgot about that.
So making them is not impossible, but it's a case of getting the diamonds, right?
I see. Yeah, definitely. Are we gonna get hit with a server restart here, Isaac?
I see it. I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try and salvage it. He's gonna try and save it.
I'm neoing through the matrix. I'm hacking into the mainframe.
He's trying to like rapido it.
I think I've done it. I think I've cracked it.
Nice.
But yeah, so like, I don't know, outside of just going back to the end, if there's another way for us to get these, or outside of either A, going back to the end, or B, just
creating it.
A ton of them. Let's have a look. Let me put like a few in here and see how it does. So I put 1 in. 0%. 2, 0%. 3, 1%.
Okay, so about 300, let's call it.
Yeah. And we've got 0, 100.
Yes, we do have 0-100.
So the thing is, the question on my mind is if it's worth it.
Yeah, we don't know how much better this gets.
That's the thing. It takes 16 dimensional shards to make a blazing generator. And there's no way that putting 16 in here makes it twice as good.
Yeah, and it's not 16 as it's 300, so it would have to be.
That's what I
20 times better.
Yeah,
basically.
That's exactly.
For that to be worth it.
That's the thing. So I imagine that it's just not worth it.
Yeah, just make more of the.
Just more blazing generators.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. The only downside, obviously, is that you end up using more rods, but like.
Yes, but we've got an excess of rods.
Of rods, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can make a few of these here, and then we could potentially look at. Could you enrich some diamond dust for me, by the way?
Yes.
In the system.
Yeah.
We could look at the Fissile Fuel and see if that's something that we are able to accomplish together.
Yes. Go. Let's.
Right.
And where's our?
Yeah, the laser drill is capable of making it, but again, I think it's one of those things where if we're gonna, invest in a laser drill specifically for the sole purpose of trying to get dimensional shards to make this faster, it's kind of a little counterintuitive in that sense, right?
Exactly. Here you go. Could I? I mean, it depends how fast you want these. I'm enriching diamond dust. If you want to accelerate this,
it's okay. 1 second. I'll just. Okay. I might be up momentarily. I'm also needing an energy cube because I think we need to centralize this power gen. Otherwise, we'll have to make a staggering number of flux plugs. Which seems
good point, actually. Yeah.
If we can just use energy pipes to extract and then have like a centralized flux plug on an energy cube, that's going to be
much better,
significantantly better. Yeah. This power system ended up being a lot more scalable than I initially expected.
Ooh, it's here we go. I'm just coming down. It's good here, isn't it? Like it is good.
That's what I'm saying. I thought, when you look at it initially, it seems like it takes forever for those blazing rods to get agitated, right? And it seems like it's going to be one of those things where it just takes too long, right? Like you're going to have like one blaze agitator or like 3 blaze agitators per blazing generator, and it's going to take like 600 years to get anything done.
But when you upgrade them enough,
and they last long enough,
they become really, really it does become scalable enough to do that properly. Here we go.
It's just like everything in life, man. If it's better if you last longer.
Exactly. I was going to say economies of scale, Isaac, but I prefer that one.
Yeah,
everything is better.
It's the official Nick and Isaac life stance.
Yeah.
Everything is better if you last longer.
Apart from probably death.
I mean, a long death, is that like the death itself maybe, but like afterwards?
No, I'm on about the death itself.
Right, I understand.
I do like my life, Isaac. Right. I do like my life.
Look at this guy. It's okay. Wow. Way to flex, man.
Yeah, call me Lord.
Yeah, fair enough.
Almost got what was coming to me there. I just yeeted myself off this glass box.
Here we go. So I made an advanced energy cube. I don't know what the throughput is on this actually, but we'll find out. This can take a maximum of 6,400. So what do we say? 600 each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4,800, right? If my math is right.
8, 16, 4,800. Yeah.
Okay, so this should be good. These energy thingamajiggies though can only do less than that. But it should be fairly easy for us to get some pipe upgrades that make this work.
Pipe upgrades.
Pipes upgrades, yeah.
Nice.
Who doesn't love pipes?
I do love a bit of pipes, especially when they are being upgrades.
I don't know how this does. Oh yeah, that's 1024. That's perfect. Like the first tier of upgrade is all we need.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Dust
is good.
Oh, there's 8 of these, not 6. That's my bad. Here we go. Boom. And boom. So all of these have got blazing rods in them. Fantastic.
Nice.
This down here is filling up, which is perfect. We'll put this on the front. Make sure that the front is set to output, which it is by default. You'll love to see it. And then, yeah, look at that. So that can do. That can provide. It can provide
look
for
at
us.
this. This cube is filling up.
Yeah. And like, I don't even think that this is the limit, right?
Oh, right. You're thinking even more blazing generators can be chucked on top.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to make one more here because we've got enough dimensional shards to make one more.
Sure.
There we go. We don't have enough dimensional shards to make any more after this.
Okay.
But, of course, we can make more dimensional shards if needs be.
If we need, we can go and mine some, yeah. Hopefully.
Oh, no, we can just craft them, right? Like,
we can. Wouldn't mining them be quicker?
Well, the trouble is, like, if that's even doable, right? So, like, this is working. If you come to the end with me, if you come on a journey with me, Nick, to the end.
Let's go.
It's over here.
Oh, it is up here, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go in. Get me in. Come on.
Are you just like looking at the void, or are you trying to get in the...
No, I'm trying to get into the painting. I'm like flying straight in. There we go. Hello.
Okay. Hold on. I need to...
You're trying to go back.
Yeah, so the problem that we run into here, Nick, I'm coming back again.
Coming back again. Nice. Here he is. Hello.
So we've got this island here, which is where I found the initial dimensional shards, right? And it is quite possible, probable even, that there are more dimensional shards around here, and I can use my luckiest manual and pick
to get as much as possible per vein.
Yes, exactly. Like over here, there's a few more. However, the trouble is, normally what you would do, I got 19 there, is you would take an ender pearl, like this one, here you go, and you would throw that ender pearl. I'll give you a few actually in case you miss. But you would take that ender pearl and throw it through one of these portals, right?
Yes. One second. Yeah. Whereabouts are you? Oh, yes. Yeah. Through there, yeah.
So if you do that, now normally that takes you to another big island, like the one we spawned on. However, that's not the case in this pack.
Okay, right. I see.
It just takes you to a little tiny floating island.
Yeah, hi.
Because we're in like the void dimension, right?
So basically the amount of dimensional shards that we have are limited.
Exactly. Like there's only what's on that main island.
I see, okay.
Right? Which we've already been at and other people have already been at, right? And so like a lot of the surface stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Basically,
so
okay.
I think, I don't, like, we could do a little bit of exploration, but I don't think there are any big islands around. I think the whole dimension's basically void apart from that island at the beginning.
I see.
So I don't think the end is really lush with dimensional shards, unfortunately.
It's a short-term solution.
Exactly. So while we can get some, we can't get loads.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. That's where we stand.
I see.
Unfortunately, Nick, we are out of time for this episode of OceanBlock.